Okay, I'm going to explain to you how we evaluate sales performance. We don't use BSR or bestsellers rank on Amazon because it's extremely misleading. Um, and really, in reality, when you look at BSR, you're looking at a still snapshot in time, and the purpose of it, of course, is to determine if an item is going to move or not, how well it sells, its sales volume, right? So instead of using BSR, we just cut straight to the chase and we go straight after and go straight after the sales volume here. So in a column L here, you can see sales in the last 30 days. Now we've gotten pretty good at estimating these sales. They're not exact, but they're pretty close, within 80% of most of the time, I would say. So within 80% accuracy, you're looking at sales that happen in the last 30 days rather than looking at BSR. So now what we want to know is based on the competition. So you can see here that these are sellers, including you. But of course, not all sellers are created equal. There's only a few sellers that are actually rotating in the buy box. Amazon's going to rotate like price sellers in the buy box. So that's what we estimate here. So in this column, you can see that sellers that are in buy box contention, these would be sellers that are going to rotate the buy box. So if you have three sellers, for example, they're all priced $15. Amazon's going to rotate those sellers around basically. So simple math, what you do here is you take column K and then you want to divide that into how many sales happened in the last 30 days. And once you do that, you end up with how many units that you can reasonably expect to sell within a 30-day period. And this is really the number that we're after, that we all want to see. And people try to chase a bestseller rank to try to come up with this or estimate this in their head, and it never ever works. So as soon as you switch to this model, you're going to see an increase in your business because now you're actually basing your decision making on actual 30-day sales data. And you can go further out too. Some people go 60, 90 days, entirely up to you. But we estimate it here based on a 30-day sellout. So, for example, I could look at the BSR of this particular product. It's 195,767 in home improvements, which a lot of people might stay away from that, but I wouldn't stay away from it. Why? Because I can come over here and look at camel data, and I can see whenever you see humps, whenever you see activity here, that means that the item is selling without question. It's moving. So, how many sales does this represent? Just based on experience and running this through our own software to look at what this means and looking at our own products that we sell exclusively, we've been able to come pretty close to accurate on determining how many sales that is. So somewhere around 12 sales, just based on looking at the BSR here on the graph and where it is and how it's been moving. So 12 sales is great, especially if I can come in on this product and rotate in the buy box. I might claim 2 or 3 sales a month. Well, that's wonderful because now I've added cash flow that's repeatable, so I can come back and buy this product again and again. It'll probably stay under the radar because other sellers think that it's a bad rank, and bad rank doesn't mean that it doesn't sell. So it's a popular misconception. So let's look at the data for this particular one we're just looking at. It gets about 12 sales. There's actually 4 sellers, and that's also including you coming in. But they're all merchant fulfilled sellers. So you coming in as FBA, you're going to hit the buy box every time. So sellers in buy box contention would be one. That would be you. So you can expect if you come in on this and you price at the sellout price here, that you can reasonably expect to sell 12 of these in a month. So that's you just added $52 to your bottom line in profit. But if you had looked at bestseller rank as your determining factor whether or not you would touch this product, you wouldn't have bought it. You passed it up. So this is what I'm talking about here. This is why you don't want to look at BSR. You want to look at actual data that happened the last 30 days and base your decision on that.